Fulton Tower information, Papa 1650 Zulu. Wind variable 3 knots. Visibility 5, mist. Ceiling 1000, overcast. Temperature 2.20. Altimeter 2992. VOR Alpha runway 24 approaching you, sliding and departing runway 24. Hazardous in-flight weather information is available on flight service frequencies. The tower pattern is closed due to low ceilings. Advise on initial contact. You received information. Papa. Fulton Tower information, Papa 1650 Zulu. Wind variable 3 knots. Visibility 5, mist. Ceiling 1000, overcast. Temperature 2.
So we're going to ask for IFR to VFR on top from here, right?
Correct, and then whenever you get a chance, taxi to our
Sierra on request.
But it's a good thinking to get ahead of it, because sometimes they need to coordinate with SoCal, so that might take a minute. So what I would say is ground, what's the Papa? Ground Cirrus 747 Sierra Delta is ready to taxi with Papa, and looking for IFR to VFR on top. And then he'll tell you whatever he wants to tell you.
Okay. Fullerton ground, good morning, Cirrus 747 Sierra Delta. Is at North Hangars with Papa, ready to taxi and looking to get IFR to VFR on top.
And calling Fullerton ground, that was Cirrus 747 Sierra Delta, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Sierra 7 Sierra Delta, runway 24, taxi via Bravo on request.
Okay, runway 24 via Bravo, 7 Sierra Delta. And when he said, and say request, was he asking again?
He said on request, meaning he's on with SoCal now, requesting what you want the IFR to VFR on top.
Looking to taxi to runway 24 and for high-speed.
How nitpicky do you want me to be with you today?
204,
1 to 10, give me a level.
Ground on 24, taxi via Alpha.
I think you only have one level. What are you talking about? It's usually a 12.
I could adjust it.
New Yol, new.
I could adjust it.
You do whatever you want, but it doesn't bother me. It doesn't, you know.
No, because some.
Listen, you've never hurt my feelings, offended me. Anytime if you see me with an attitude change or emotional change, that's me beating myself up, not Yol.
Cool. What I want you to really get on is only abbreviate your call sign when they do first. The whole 7 Sierra Delta.
Got it.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Just really, I want to cement that to make that a habit.
Okay.
The safest route is always say your full call sign, unless you explicitly hear them saying 7 Sierra Delta, then you could keep talking with them with 7 Sierra Delta.
I got it. So that's kind of what happened at Palm Springs at one time, where that guy was being all kind of pissy with us.
Oh, he wanted us to do the whole call sign?
Right.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Like every transit.
Yeah. Remember that guy?
Yeah.
Remember that guy?
But again, the
Sierra 7 Sierra Delta, say your destination.
where are we going?
Foxfield.
7 Sierra Delta is going to Foxfield.
Roger.
Yeah, that Palm Springs guy was a hoot.
I got paperwork up here that says otherwise. Jeez, man.
Unreal. Yeah, so this David has a place in Parker, Arizona. Is Parker Arizona or California?
Arizona.
Okay, so he's going to put the new Petrel in Parker.
I might have met him once.
For the density altitude, yeah.
I might have met him once.
Yeah, really nice guy. Very nice guy.
November 3953 Sierra, I do have your clearance, advise ready to copy. November 3953 Sierra is cleared to Corona Airport. On departure, turn left heading 120, radar vector Seal Beach, Victor 8, Paradise Direct. Maintain 2000, expect 5000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure control frequency 125.35, squawk 4760.
You want to write this down with me in case I mess this up?
No, you got it.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I have more trust in you than... I believe in you, Jimmy. You got this. You know, I found
53 Sierra, readback is correct.
with students, the less I write things down, the more they catch it on the first one. Because they know it's them or nothing.
Right.
So I do you a disservice if I wrote it down too.
Gotcha.
It's amazing how the human brain works. Oh,
20496 Fullerton Tower, runway 24, approved as requested.
It's like, oh, y'all won't help me? I better get this right. Yeah, and you will. You will.
Sirius 70 Delta, I do have your clearance as well. Advise ready to copy.
Ready to copy, 70 Delta.
Over 747 Sierra Delta is cleared to the Seal Beach VORTAC on departure. Turn left heading 120. Radar vector Seal Beach. Climb 2 report reaching VFR conditions on top, if not on top, by 2000. Maintain 2000 and advise. Tops are currently reported 1900. SoCal departure control frequency 125.35, squawk 4666.
Okay, cleared to the Seal Beach, VOR.
Yep.
Okay, for Sierra 747 Sierra Delta, cleared Seal Beach, VOR. After departure, left turn 120. Radar vector Seal Beach, report 2000, if not on top by then. Frequency 125.35, squawk 4666.
Sierra 7 Delta, readback is correct, but your altitude clearance limit will be maintained 2000, if not on top by 2000. All else is correct.
Okay, maintain 2000, if not on top at 2 for 7 Sierra Delta.
For 7 Sierra Delta, readback correct, thank you.
Did you need me to write that down with you?
Okay, so let's do this also.
This is 496, you want to go back and do another one, or you'll go back to park? 20496, runway 24 taxi Alpha.
And we'll probably be doing this on Monday again, so this IFR to VFR top is good practice.
Okay. The one. Wait. Okay. So I'm going to put this away.
Put that away, because we'll get you to look at the screen. That'll be part of what we're doing today. The other thing is, you got the flight plan in there.
Right.
But what are we going to right now? Once you take off, what are we doing?
We're going to do left 120.
Cool. And then we're expecting radar vectors to what?
Seal Beach.
Cool. Is Seal Beach part of your flight plan?
No, it's not, so we need to add that.
Good. So you could leave the flight plan as is, and let's go with a direct to function.
Direct.
And then click on that.
On right here?
SLI. Make sure it's SLI. Good. Good. And then activate.
Activate.
Boom. Go to the map. You see a pink line between us and SLI?
Okay.
Zoom out one. Do you see a pink line between us and SLI?
Yes.
Excellent. So we have a direct to SLI. We have our heading bug ready to go on 120 after we take off. But guess what?
Right.
Check this out.
Yep.
Check this out. Home. Flight plan. That's all still in there, all the way to Fox.
Okay.
That didn't go away. So once we're en route and you're done with the whole Seal Beach 120, you go home, flight plan, select whichever waypoint you want. So probably this next one, which is El Monte. Boom, direct, activate. And then that will draw a line between you and El Monte and get rid of that whole Seal Beach thing. Does that make sense? This is what we talk about. There's the flight plan world,
right.
There's the direct to world. Right now we're in the direct to world until we no longer need it. Easy?
Yeah, gotcha.
Cool.
Cessna 496, Fullerton Tower, runway 24, approved as requested.
Doors, tabs handle. Seatbelt's good, air conditioning as required. Both tanks are full. Fuel pump is on boost. Make sure it's as required. Flaps going down to 50. My side is good. Your side is good. Transponder is set. With the autopilot and heading. Good. Navigation and radios Okay, let's do some engine stuff real quick. Okay, clear behind us. We're good.
So 496, you want to go back and do another one, or are you going back to park?
Back, 496, thank you.
That's 496, parking taxi. Alpha, good afternoon.
Up.
Parking the Alpha 496. Have a good day, sir.
To full idle. Staying alive, take her back to 1,000. Shows good. Checked, we're good, everything.
And full rudder deflection. Those are part of the flight controls. Perfect. Make sure it's not getting stuck.
Okay, so,
let's put this, I'll put it right here.
that's fine.
So it won't go flying or any of that.
Alright, briefing, we're going to Fox Field. We get everything plugged in. We're departing IFR to VFR on top. As soon as we get on top, we'll cancel for the flight following. Anything prior to rotation speed, we're going to pull our power, use a runway, stop. If it's anything after rotation speed, we're going to immediately look for a place to land in front of us. If it's anything above that pattern altitude, we're going to try to come back and land here at the airport. CAPS is available. It is a last resort for us if we need it. It's usable at 600.
Cool. Now, check this out.
Yep.
Let's get our head wrapped around things.
Yeah.
Here's 2-4. We're going to take off in that direction.
Yep.
You rotate at 400 feet, which is the altitude in IFR that you could begin your turns. So once this says 500 feet on your screen MSL, you're going to do what?
Left turn 120.
Excellent. 120 will take us in about this direction. Okay? So by the time we pop out of the clouds and enter into sunny conditions, we will be pointed towards John Wayne.
Yep.
Once you cancel and head on your flight plan that you plan towards Fox, will that be a left turn or a right turn?
A left turn.
Excellent. Does that make sense?
Yes.
We'll be here, popping out of the clouds. We'll cancel, and we will go to the flight plan thing, get Almani in there, and we'll begin our left turn towards Fox Field.
Now, since we're grabbing flight following, we're
not grabbing flight following. We do an IFR to VFR on top, which, unless canceled, typically workload permitting, turns right into flight following.
Okay.
Even once you cancel the IFR portion, it continues flight following to your destination.
So do we keep our 3500 max like we initially planned to
So-
Almani?
So they will tell you
Okay.
either climb through the Bravo approved, which they won't, because here's all the arrivals to LAX,
Right.
or they'll tell you remain clear outside the Bravo, which they probably will.
Okay.
In that case, you'll just communicate with them as we always do. Hey, I want to eventually climb up to 65. But if they tell us remain outside the Bravo, we need to stay under 4,000 until we're clear of it.
Okay.
But the big thing I want to cement in your head right now, we'll take off, we'll make a left turn 120. Once we pop out of the clouds, we'll be facing this way.
Right.
Seal Beach is behind us. Will be a left turn towards Fox. I just want to get your brain situated for that. The time to think about that and to walk through what we just walked through is here on the ground, not in the air once you pop out of the clouds and you're disoriented and you're like, I don't know what direction I'm looking
Well,
at.
Seal Beach is, what, that way actually.
Seal Beach is that way.
So we're going to turn 120, so Seal Beach should
will
be
be
on
behind
our
us
right,
to the
behind us
right.
to the right. Right. And
We'll
like
be
you said,
facing this way, Seal
Right.
Beach will be there.
Yeah, we'll be aiming almost towards
John
exactly
Wayne.
John Wayne.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right. But the time to situate yourself is when? Before you ever leave the ground.
Sure.
Especially when you're flying into a cloud layer.
Right.
Make sense?
Yep.
Do you feel comfortable about the whole thing?
Yes, one last question.
Yeah.
The report, the 2000. If we're still in the clouds at 2000, they want us to maintain 2000.
Correct.
Why?
Because that's just what SoCal told the tower to tell you,
Okay.
to not interfere with other departures or arrivals into other airports.
If we blow through it at 1700, we just continue
climbing
to
and then
2000.
call to 3,000, our plan 3,500.
Okay.
So what I would do here is actually plug 2,000 in there. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And in the event that we are in clear conditions, we could up that and continue our climb to 35.
Sure.
All this makes sense?
Yeah.
Your head's good?
Yeah.
Feel good? Let's do it. Let's do this. Alrighty, yo. Folks. I doubt it's 19. I think it's more like 15, 16, 17, but we'll see. Other way around, Jimmy. You went from, yep,
Yeah.
all good. Good learning.
Fullerton Tower, Sierra 747, Sierra Delta, holding short runway 24, ready for sequence.
You could just say ready for takeoff.
We're 747 Sierra Delta, Fullerton Tower, runway 24, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 24, Sierra 7, Sierra Delta.
747 Sierra Delta. You don't have to repeat it, but I really want to make sure you don't abbreviate unless they do.
Okay.
Cool. What were you saying?
I'm just asking if you were ready to go.
I'm ready, yeah.
Okay, final
Let's
looks
do
clear.
it. Let's do it, buddy. Beautiful. And we'll go to 10 right there. Excellente. This Bravo shelf begins at what altitude?
4,000.
Excellent, good.
That looks clear. Boost pump flaps, everything's good, AC's good. Fuel's good.
Yeah. And from wherever we're at, if he ever says direct Seal Beach, it's just boom, activate.
Okay.
And it redraws that pink line because we already have it ready. All right.
All right, ready to go?
Ready to go. Let's do it.
Okay, power's coming in. Engine is in the green, airspeed is alive. Maintain center line, looking for 70.
Now we'll be turning inside the clouds. Very important to watch your screen and go shallow, not too steep on the turns.
90 knots, flaps coming up.
Good work. The screen is your life.
Yep.
Don't look at anything but the screen. Excellent.
7 Sierra Delta, contact SoCal. Have a good flight.
Going to SoCal, thank you. 7 Sierra Delta.
There's 500. No. Oh, you did. I'm sorry. I thought you were going direct Seal Beach or something. Good. We could turn left to 120. And there you go.
SoCal approach, Sierra 747 Sierra Delta, out of Fullerton, left turn 120.
747 Sierra Delta, SoCal departure, Roger, IDEN.
IDEN, 7 Sierra Delta.
7 Sierra Delta's radar contact, climb and maintain 3,000 and report on top cancel.
Climb and maintain 3,000 and report on top, Sierra 7 Sierra Delta.
Excellent. Take it away. Take it away. And it's easy to shallow your climb out when you're in the suit.
Yep.
So also make sure you look at your airspeed. Keep it at around, 105.
November
November 7 Sierra Delta, once you get on top to cancel, how do you want to navigate for Willie J. Fox?
Tell him stand by.
Stand by 1 second, 7 Sierra Delta.
Good, fly the airplane. Too much for your brain right now. Very nice work, Jims. Left.
Oh, sorry.
Good learning. Great learning. Good, what would you call the tops?
17.
17. You could get on with them and say tops are 17, and we'd let you just go El Monte, Burbank, Fox.
And Sierra 7 Sierra Delta, tops were 1700, and we'd like to just go El Monte, Burbank, and then Fox.
7 Sierra Delta, thanks. Report canceling.
Like to cancel.
Like to cancel, Sierra 7 Sierra Delta.
7 Sierra Delta, cancellation received. You can make a left turn towards El Monte, 3500 approved.
Left turn El Monte, 3500 approved, Sierra 7 Sierra Delta, thank you.
Exactly as
7 Sierra
briefed.
Delta, reset transponder please, and squawk 4757.
4757, 7 Sierra Delta. 4757. Okay, so left turn to El Monte, so I'm just going to go
Home.
home.
Flight plan.
Flight plan.
Press on this waypoint. Direct. Activate.
November 7 Sierra Delta, amend the altitude, maintain 3000, I'll higher in just a couple miles.
Maintain 3000, Sierra 7 Sierra Delta.
See the line?
Yep.
Good.
Okay, so
Turn
now we
left.
go
Keep turning
GPS.
left. Don't forget about that.
Okay,
Keep turning left.
3889, 7000.
Turn the autopilot off.
With
Good. Turn, fly the airplane.
3889 SoCal, thank you.
You said maintain
Reach speed
3000,
at
right?
200, and if it helps you can just cross SCL at 4000, at or above 4000.
You can even redraw the pink line. Direct activate.
200 knots, and
Keep
we'll
turning.
go at about 4000, clear for the ILS 30 south of 3889.
Thank you.
Turning.
And whiskey, Colonel Lumby.
What's that?
Whiskey.
I'm saying keep turning. Everything looks good.
November 7 Sierra Delta, contact SoCal 124.9, we'll see you.
124.9, good day, 7 Sierra Delta.
Keep that needle centered.
So we're going to go to the right.
Good. And there's 3000.
Sorry, I'm sorry about that.
Oh, good. There's a lot going on.
095, have a good day.
2095 or Canada 735, thanks.
Nice.
SoCal approach, good morning, Sierra 747 Sierra Delta, 3000.
Number 747 Sierra Delta SoCal, the LL tender is 2994, maintain VFR outside the class Bravo airspace.
2994 and remain outside of the Bravo, 7 Sierra Delta.
Oxy 824, contact tower, 12095, good day. 2095,
Okay, so we can still go to 3500.
Just confirm with him. Ask him if we're altitude our discretion.
SoCal approach, Sierra 7 Sierra Delta, just confirm is altitude at our discretion?
7 Sierra Delta, VFR altitude is at your discretion, but outside of the class Bravo airspace.
Say roger.
Roger, 7 Sierra Delta.
Good. So now you can set your altitude to whatever you want. And do whatever you want to do.
So we'll just do 3500?
Excellent.
25 left.
As long as we
no
remain.
autopilot, right? We're flying.
Roger.
You could do autopilot if you want. Now that you got the plane under control, everything. Before you do that, though,
2398.
where's the line? Where's the needle?
Alright, we're slowing to 2.
You don't have to do that. Keep doing what you're doing.
Just go direct.
Good. Redraw the pink line. Otherwise, the autopilot will take you this way and that way. Good.
Okay.
Now the course is right ahead of us. Now you can do your
This will
thing.
be our last line. That's light. Where are you going after this?
Beautiful.
We'd like to pick up
And make sure the plane's actually doing it.
With our nav T2 left.
Excellent. Good. That was a lot cleaner.
Roger that.
Good. You understand how the plane would do that and then that?
Yep.
Excellent. Nice. It's all good. It's settling down, and there's 35. Altitude's blinking, and that looks good.
Yeah.
Perfect. And will this course keep us out of the Bravo?
Yes.
Excellent. Nice. Jimmy, what do you think of the IFR to VFR on top?
Awesome, great tool.
Right?
Just like the video.
It is a great tool, but I'm glad you got to see. It's easy for the juice in your ears to go. You need to make a right when you need to make a left. That's why you got to disregard your senses and just follow the straight.
IFR for you when you're ready. 27-2, thanks, my pleasure.
Beautiful. Great learning. I'm glad we got to experience that. Good stuff, Jibs. And he saw it's exactly as briefed. We were facing that way. He said you could do your left turn to El Monte. We went into the flight plan. Boom. And you see the flight plan is all here for us. It didn't go anywhere. There's two worlds. Flight plan, direct to.
Right.
Solid.
405-13,000, sending via cleared for the ILS.
Solid work.
Yeah, 405, SoCal speed 250.
Go to 250 now, United 405.
Actual aircraft Golf is current at LAX, the LA altimeter 2993.
You could lean it out to at least 14 on there if you want. Unless you want to be excessively rich on purpose.
Is that a good number, 14-ish?
I'd say 15 is a great number.
15, okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the peaks here,
1584, speed 210.
16.
210 on the speed, 1584.
So 15, you're still rich a peak. I mean, keep going and see when you reach the first peak. You'll probably be above 15. This one is the highest, 1490. There's 15, it hasn't peaked yet, so you're still rich a peak. Make sense?
Yeah.
You're still rich a peak. So if you go back, 1540, you're still rich a peak. So 15, you're rich a peak, but at least you're closer to the peak.
I gotcha.
And if you're going on a long cross country and you want to save fuel,
Yeah.
you could even go, way more than that.
Right.
Or be 15, but on the other side of the peak.
Right.
So lean a peak. But 15 is a good go-to number just as a quick, yeah. But 1325 is way too rich for no reason.
7 Sierra Delta contact approach 125.5, good day.
25.5, Sierra 7, Sierra Delta, good day.
Approach 9311, fast 13.1, descend.
Center Mike Sierra, turn right, heading 140.
Right 140990.
Now, before you call her, do you wish to begin your climb here in a moment?
Yes.
So what are you going to tell her in that call when you check in?
Thanks, good day.
Request higher?
You could do that, or you could just fill her in on your plan, because altitude was our discretion just outside the Bravo.
Right.
So I would check in and say, approach Sierra 747 Sierra Delta level 3,500, beginning our climb to 6,500. And that gives her the opportunity to say yay, nay, or hold off, or whatever she wants. All right.
I'll wait till we're...
You could do it now. We're clear of the Bravo,
Okay.
yeah.
And SoCal approach, good morning, Sierra 747 Sierra Delta, 3,500, and we're going to begin climb to 6,500.
Sierra 747 Sierra Delta, SoCal approach, roger the Ontario altimeter 29902.
29992, Sierra 7 Sierra Delta.
Good. So now she knows her plan, and she did not counter it.
Departure 340.
She said roger.
Juliet, I'm
Go.
at 1,500, climb in 4,000.
So before you tell the plane what to do, we first want to do what with the power?
Power, we're going to bring it back
Excellent.
in.
That's how we climb in autopilot.
Now, when I add power, I'm putting in some mixture, though.
A little bit of mixture. That's good. Full power. Good. And then you tell the plane what to do. Excellent. Perfect.
Sierra 7 Sierra Delta, you said you're just going up to 65?
Is that what we want?
Is that what you want?
Yeah.
Good.
Affirmative, 7 Sierra Delta.
Thank you.
Yeah. You call the shots, not me.
Number 0
You
Mike Juliet, you
decide.
better contact the altimeter 29902.
2992, 0 Mike Juliet, thanks.
Sure.
We're making a PIC out of you, Jimmy.
39 Mike Sierra,
We're making a PIC out of you.
right, heading 240.
We'll make one heck of a PIC out of you, let me tell you something.
Right turn 240, VFR practice approach approach
Jimmy!
990.
Let me tell you something. Oh. Oh, it's good stuff. It's all good stuff. It's all good stuff. CHTs look good. Here's the thing about CHTs in this plane. If you're fighting CHTs on a climb, not that. That will help you a little bit. Do you know what will help you more than anything?
Picture.
Nope.
No?
A touch reduction in power. That goes the longest way. You could lower the nose all you want, but if the engine is working the hardest, you see you just reduced power a touch,
Yep.
that thing won't exceed 395. You could take it all the way up to 8,500 feet. It's amazing how hot.
Sierra 7 Sierra Delta, contact departure 124.6.
124.6, Sierra 7 Sierra Delta, good day.
Thanks, good day.
Yep, The key to cool CHTs in this plane is a reduction in power. Because you don't need full power in this plane. It has a lot of excess power. So you're good. But you'll see this will keep it right in the 390s, which is amazing.
And this is still SoCal approach, right?
Oh yeah, this is all
Skyline 5887, turn right heading.
until we get to,
right heading 320, Sky with 50.
I forget their name.
SoCal, Cessna 700, secure Papa.
If you ever forget the name of the approach, you could just say approach. Yeah.
FY7, there's traffic, 12 o'clock and 4 miles westbound to Cirrus. They're at 5,300 climbing.
Oh, we'll be looking for that Cirrus FY7.
Cirrus 7, Sierra Delta, SoCal.
SoCal, Sirius 747 Sierra Delta, climbing through 5,500 for 6,500.
Sirius 7 Sierra Delta for traffic, maintain VFR at 6,000 or below.
Maintain 6,000 or below for traffic, 7 Sierra Delta.
November 7,
Cool.
906, Sierra
And then we'll make sure the plane will level off
there.
What are your CHTs doing?
They're maintaining.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
So remember, a reduction in power, a slight reduction, goes the longest way in keeping your CHTs low on this plane.
Traffic plus 900, that's who he's talking about.
Say again, 6 Papa. Cessna 6 Papa,
See
over
anything?
contact 5 miles northeast of Santa Monica, showing you at 3,500.
All right, let's monitor the automation and make sure the plane will level off where it's supposed to.
Traffic.
125.5.
125.5, 9 Bravo Alpha.
Altitude is blinking.
Skyway 5887.
Plane is, vertical speed is coming down. There it is. You see him? You see him?
Yep.
In sight?
Cool.
You don't have to say anything unless he asks. Good. We're maintaining 6, and that's the reason he wanted us to maintain 6. No factor. You could acknowledge the traffic now that you saw them. Press it and then exit traffic.
5,000.
Good. And then acknowledge that other message.
Trinidad,
Perfect.
4734 Kilo, SoCal. Expect lower when you're east of Burbank.
I would keep the power where it's at. Let the plane accelerate, because in a moment he'll probably say climb to
7
65.
Delta, traffic no factor, V for climb approved.
Excellent.
7 Sierra Delta, thank you.
Good. Now we could just climb to 65. The power's already set.
Right.
Does that make sense? Thinking ahead of the airplane, ahead of the airplane. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? What's going to happen?
Altitude
Excellent.
indicates 6,500. Maintain VFR.
Once you do this long enough, you could almost read their mind, and you know what they're going to tell you in a minute. It's all a game of that you could anticipate. Excellent. Good. And again, we'll monitor the automation, make sure the plane levels off at 65 here in a moment. Or it doesn't go under 110, which is what we told it to do. Beautiful. Altitude is flashing. We're coming up on 65. Once we get there, leave the power where it's at, let the plane accelerate, then reduce it a little touch down the line. What are your CHTs doing?
Wow, they came down.
Amazing, right? The reduction in power really goes a long way in this thing. Remember that in Havasu too. Nothing will heat them up more than a full power.
Right. Yeah,
Good.
Usually, like,
November 7 201. Verify you're going to
What'd you say?
Usually in the summertime when I was flying this thing, like 120.
Yeah, that's good, but if you do 120 with full power, it'll still climb on you. So remember, the reduction in power is the most effective out of all the other things you can do. Let's lean to 15.
What, I'm sorry?
Let's lean to 15. Remember, 15's your go-to. From there, you can adjust it. Lean a peak, rich a peak.
VFR 4,000, 34 Kilo.
November 6 here, Papa. Contact El Monte Tower, 121.2.
121.2, 6 here, Papa.
Good.
Flight 7, we have traffic in say. We're up.
How many minutes from now will we be in Fox?
Flight 7, you said Los Alamitos?
38.7.
What is it?
Los Al, down to 3,000 per minute.
38.5 minutes. Oh, I'm sorry, 14 minutes.
Flight 7.
14 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I was grabbing.
Perfect. Excellent. Good. Oh, no, you're good. I just wanted to make sure that minutes, miles.
No, I was grabbing frequencies.
5.5.
Cool, but I want to make sure you understand.
10 minutes. Yes.
Miles.
Cessna 340 Mike 08, I'm at 6,000.
340 Mike Juliet, SoCal, Birmingham, altimeter 2994. You can expect the IOS Zulu runway 8 approach.
Okay, I'll expect the IOS Zulu runway 8 approach, so Mike Juliet.
And when you get a chance, let's run through our cruise checklist.
Yes.
Trinidad 34 kilo traffic, 12 o'clock, 3 miles westbound, a Cessna at 4500.
You could read it, or you could just do your stuff, whichever which way you want to do it.
Yeah, I'll just go through it.
Let's do it.
Okay, fuel pump off.
Mission 236.
So remember, leave it on until you balance the fuel, and then...
Mission 236, departure, better contact, climb and maintain 3000.
Climb and maintain 3000, mission 236.
Actually, let me do this.
Cessna 201, there's traffic,
Yeah,
12 o'clock, 3 miles,
that's good.
Trinidad at 4000.
Okay, cruise power is set. Fuel pump sets off. We'll watch.
Trinidad 34 kilo, there's traffic, 12 o'clock, a mile,
And then we'll
westbound,
go
a
to
Cessna
engine.
at 4500. Just maintain vehicle at 4000 or below.
34 kilo, 4,000 or below for now. Thank you.
1570 hasn't peaked yet.
Turn left heading
Make sense?
010.
Left turn 010, mission 236.
SoCal departure, Regency 923, 1,600 coming 4,000.
Regency 923, show departure, better contact, do not exceed 250 knots.
Feels rough.
Maintain 13000.
Feel that, or is that just
Do not exceed 250 knots, come maintain 13000, Regency 923.
Yes,
Passing
Josh.
traffic in sight for 34 kilo.
maybe it just needs to burn some stuff. I mean, best economy, so right there. I'll watch it for a second, make sure it doesn't. 12.6 looks like that's the number. Checklist.
All is looking good in the hood.
Trinidad 34 kilo, when you're near the Rose Bowl, contact El Monte Tower 121.2.
Too late, forget that.
Okay, that's Rose Bowl and 21-234 kilo. It was about 5 miles from there. We're not familiar.
About 3 miles from your position.
Okay. And over to 21-234 kilo. Thank you. So long.
That should be good.
Yeah, okay. Okay,
Good.
so
Regency 923, turn left heading
after this peak, we'll start our
030.
descent.
Oh, no.
Heading
No?
030,
Oh, no.
Regency 923.
We will play our descent by
Oh, wait,
ear
wait,
without
wait,
hitting a
Juliet,
mountain.
Flighting 255.
We're 30 miles away.
Okay, I'll fly heading 255, there, Mike Juliet.
Mission 236, clear direct slap and resume on aviation.
Direct slap on nav, mission 236.
Sierra 7, Sierra Delta, turn right and go straight to William J. Fox.
Right and direct to Fox, Sirius 7 Delta.
Good. Home. Flight plan.
SoCal departure, Malibu
Scroll down.
Hotel Papa.
Good, there's Fox. Direct.
6,000 for
Activate.
16,500.
That's it.
We're circling
That's it.
here to get some altitude.
That's it. That's it.
Malibu 469 Hotel Papa, SoCal, just advise
That's
when
it.
you turn on course.
That's it.
And Hotel Papa,
Excellent.
we advise on its course.
So now, I've never done it, so I forgot to get TPA and stuff like that. So the TPA, to get it on here,
Does it show field elevation
I
here?
think it does. I thought it did.
So where's the air, back to where you were, airport information box?
Waypoint info. Airport.
Malibu 9 Hotel Papa,
Info.
there's traffic 4 miles south of you, northeast on the Sirius
Elevation.
at 6,500.
20, so
At
we need-
1,000.
And Hotel
So
Papa.
3351.
Yep.
So 30.
Again, sometimes it'll be plus.
7 Sierra Delta traffic, 11 o'clock, 3 miles is a Malibu there at 6,500 climbing.
7 Delta is looking.
Good. Making sure the plane won't hit a mountain looks good.
Turn left heading
tight.
Yeah, we'll play by ear. Typically, the further you are from something, the lower you look. Looks like you'll hit it.
Right.
We should be good. We'll keep an eye out for it.
236,
This is just at 1,000 is a safe go-to
14,000.
if your iPad died on you or things like that,
Through 14,000,
Gotcha.
mission 236.
which is the training we're doing now.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Don't worry too much about, he didn't ask you to report inside, he just gave you a heads up, we're aware of it,
Right.
and they seem to be no factor. Do you see them?
I do not.
Cool. All right. We could keep doing what we're doing. They're no factor, they're behind us now. So do your thing.
So after this, we're going to go down to 35.
Correct. Don't worry about the descent yet.
23, climb and maintain flight level 190.
Yeah, once we clear that,
Also, waypoint info. Let's go back. Runways.
yeah, it shows you the length and the, it won't show you, oh, it does, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
So it's right traffic for 24.
But for the direction we're coming from, It's a towered airport. Could they tell you left traffic 24?
They could.
Yeah, so we'll be open-minded. The whole right traffic, left traffic at towered airports when the tower's open is good for nothing. Literally good for nothing. It's only something to follow if you show up, you're alone there at night, or a non-towered airport.
Right.
But if it's a towered airport and the tower's in operation, all that info is good for nothing. Guess what we do? Whatever they tell us. Easy?
Yeah.
Cool.
Sierra 7, Sierra Delta, contact Joshua approach 124.55.
124.55. Good day, sir.
Joshua approach, that was the name.
Approach, Piper 346 Rome.
Approach, good morning, sir. 747 Sierra Delta, 6,500.
November 747 Sierra Delta, Joshua approach, Plum Bell, altimeter 29907.
29997, 7 Sierra Delta.
See this airport down here?
Sierra Delta, advise information uniform, Fox Airport.
Say Wilco.
Wilco, 7 Sierra Delta.
What airport is that?
That is not even on there.
We've been there, you remember?
We have?
Have you gone to Agua Dulce?
No.
Never?
Hello, Joshua, Gulfstream 9.
Yes, we will sometime.
Alpha at a 190 for 14,000.
All right, do your thing, sir. Take us to Fox.
Plum Bell, altimeter 29907. Descend via Janie 5 arrival, maintain 8,000.
Hey, descend via the Janie 5 arrival, except maintain 8,000. 916 Alpha Alpha.
Fox Tower information uniform, 1750 Zulu observation. Wind 240 at 15 gust 21. Visibility 10, sky condition, sky clear. Temperature 41, dew point 0, altimeter 29906, check density altitude. Visual approach runway 24 in use. Advise on initial contact give information uniform.
And Sierra 7 Sierra Delta has uniform.
Thank you.
So you saw how when we were far away, looked like we were going to hit the mountain. The closer you get, the more you realize the higher you up, the more clearance you have. But because we're clearing this mountain, the distance from the airport that we're beginning our descent is a little closer than we typically would.
Right.
So what will you need to make sure you're on top of in order to not fall behind the airplane?
Power, pull
Excellent. It's going to be a game in power management. Good. Jimmy, I wasn't kidding when I said we'll make one heck of a PIC out of you.
Because we got 5 minutes, so we need to go 1,000 feet per minute.
Correct.
Yeah.
With a good, healthy reduction in power.
Right.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Excellent. Good thinking.
I'll go ahead and plug that in right now.
Yeah. Could you even begin a shallow?
I could.
You could, again, do whatever you want.
No, that's a good idea.
I'm just showing, presenting, that you could start at 200 foot per minute descent, then pick it up once you're clear of the ridge.
Contact SoCal 120.4.
Do a 200.
1204 American 120.
And again, you could always stop it. If at any point you want to stop the descent, what button do you press? Nope. If you want the plane to level off at any point, one button. Nope.
Okay. Altitude.
Easy enough?
Yeah.
Good. Then that will reset to whatever altitude you were when you pressed it. So check it out. Let's say we're descending now, there's a mountain coming up, press altitude. The plane goes, okay, cool. Forget the descent. I'm maintaining altitude. Look what happened here.
Right.
It sets that to whatever you were when you pressed it. Then you need to come back and reset the altitude pre-select and then VS it again. Make sense?
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and reset. It won't do anything because you're at that altitude. You got to reset the altitude pre-select.
Delta 483.
Good. Now, you don't have to do that. It automatically.
Goes 500, right?
Let me show you something.
42, Roger.
If I go to vertical speed right now, it automatically enters into 500, from which you could adjust it.
Right.
Make sense?
Yep.
I think we're pretty clear of stuff.
Yeah.
So all that's left for you to maintain is the, or control is the power. And I would really get moving on that. Let me know when you see the airport is
5 miles south
out the window. Excellent.
Indicates 10,400.
Looking for traffic, 9 November Sierra.
Delta 43.
How many miles are you from the airport?
We are 10 miles.
Maintain 8,000, Delta 483.
November 9 November Sierra, contact Joshua approach 133.65. Good day.
3365, good day.
Beautiful. Show me 20% on the power. Perfect. Perfect, and let's increase the descent rate
We're going to have
to 1,000 feet.
To slow down for
Perfect.
250.
Good, because we want to reach the TPA at the altitude. Right now we're on a perfect 45 entry for a left downwind 24. So we want to make sure we reach the TPA at 3,300. Was that the TPA? 34. Excellent. Once we get a little closer and we see we're ahead of the airplane, we could adjust things. We could increase power, we could shallow our descent rate, but right now we'll try and stay ahead of the airplane.
Roger.
Are we going to have a crosswind?
November 7 Sierra Delta, contact Fox Tower, good day.
Over to tower, good day, 7 Sierra Delta.
All you need to say is 6 to the south, full stop.
And Fox Tower, good morning, sir, 747 Sierra Delta, 6 miles to the south. Inbound with uniform, full stop.
November 747 Sierra Delta, Fox Tower, make left traffic, report midfield left downwind, runway 24.
Left traffic and report when entering downwind for 247 Sierra Delta.
Cool. We have 1,000 feet to go. And let's go 34 on the altitude pre-select, which was the TPA, right?
Yep.
Cool. Now, we're a touch ahead of the game, right?
Yep.
Let's shallow the descent rate to 300 feet a minute. Good. No reason to smoke it down and then good. Makes sense, my thought process here?
Yep.
Excellent. You first get ahead of the plane, and then if you're 2 ahead, you make adjustments.
So he said left traffic for 24, and he said report when we enter the downwind, right?
Report midfield.
Report midfield.
Which will pretty much be around the time you enter downwind.
Got it.
Good. Whenever you're comfortable and ready, throw the autopilot away and take it away.
Okay.
And let's go zoom in on the map range. Beautiful, that's good. Excellent. And show me a hair not a hair under 34 until a beam our touchdown point, which is where we begin our descent.
And sir, 7 Sierra Delta's midfield.
7 Sierra Delta, wind 21015, runway 24, clear to land.
Clear land, runway 24, sir, 7 Sierra Delta.
Mind you, we're very close to the runway.
Yep.
So you could stay on top of your pitch and power and keep the turn coming and not overshoot final, or you could give yourself more room.
Yeah, absolutely.
Excellent.
Okay. Final looks clear.
Don't go too steep, even if you overshoot. That's where people spin things.
Oh, you mean too steep on the turn?
Correct.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
500.
Even if you overshoot, shallowly come back. The runway's not going anywhere.
Gotcha.
It's better than dying.
Yep.
It's a big fat headwind plus some gust.
Right.
Keep the power in there until a hair over the pavement. You have no excess energy with these situations. Where's the wind coming from?
It's coming a little from the left, so we're going to have right rudder, left aileron.
Excellent. Good. As long as we're straight. Preferably on center line.
Yep, that's what I shoot for.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Jimmy, you are such a professional. It's unbelievable to me how good you are when it comes to flying this thing. Seriously. It's just amazing.
Delta left your discretion, Alpha to fuel or parking, remain this frequency.
Left at my discretion and remain on frequency, 7 Sierra Delta.
Tell him taxi back.
And 7 Sierra Delta, we'll taxi back to BART.
024 via Alpha Alpha 7.
24 via Alpha 4 Alpha, 7 Sierra Delta.
Jimmy?
Yes, sir.
Unbelievable work. How'd that feel, that crosswind?
Good.
Pretty straightforward?
Yep.
You're getting it?
Yep.
Right? Clear on the right.
Clear on the right.
I think the crosswind thing really is cementing.
Trying.
Right? The wind's coming from the left, the plane is pointing left. I need to bring the plane straight, the nose, and opposite aileron to keep it on center line.
Right.
And you literally did those two things beautifully on this one. It's cementing, you're getting it. Absolutely solid. How'd the flight feel? What'd you realize? What'd you learn? What'd you hate? What'd you love? What'd you this?
Didn't hate anything. Good learning experience. It was cool to do IFR to VFR on top. Do departure. You know, learn like we talked about. They probably weren't going to clear us through the Bravo. You called it. You know, just communication on another level. I guess, you know, more work.
Yep.
That's good.
Flight following is really just like being married. You got to fill the spouse in on everything.
Don't tell me that.
Which some people hate.
I don't want to use flight following.
It's like, where are you going? None of your business. When will you be back? I don't know. Sir, you're married now. You're no longer single.
Yeah.
If you wanted to keep this to yourself, why did you get married?
Yeah.
That's flight following. Just fill them in. Fill them in. Good. Really good work, Jimmy. Lots of good learning. Really phenomenal. The whole descent, power management, staying ahead of the airplane. I'd rather you end up 2 ahead and then adjust than not think about things and end up behind and have no room and time to catch up. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And that's what we did. We stayed ahead. Oh, we're a little too ahead. We shallowed from 1,000 feet to 300 feet a minute.
Yeah.
And it worked out for us.
Yeah.
That's the same exact thing I tell you on finals. If you're high, all the power away, use gravity. Once you're back on glide path, reintroduce the engine. It's the same idea.
Right.
Get way ahead. Once you're ahead, adjust the plan.
Right.
To not be too ahead, because 2 ahead is also not great.
Right.
Easy?
Yep.
My airplane. My airplane. Do your thing. Take a breath. Relax. Drink. Really good work.